If you're an independent artist or independent record label or independent artist manager, you need to know the difference between copyright ownership and royalty percentages. So, copyright ownership is simply talking about who owns the copyrights. That can be the record label, the artist, the songwriters, the producers. It depends on the context. But that doesn't always mean that they're the only persons receiving a split of the royalties. For example, a label can own the master copyright 100%, let's say, but the royalties can be split between the artist, the producer, the engineer, the vocal engineer, anyone who you list. It really is up to you as the person orchestrating this entire thing.
Welcome to the Common Sense Philosophy channel. Today's title of the video is Independent Artists, but Major Problems. Independent artists, but major problems. Oh man. It's crazy because everybody can't get a major deal. It's just not the numbers. It just doesn't work like that. So it's always wonderful to have your majors, but it's always good to have your people that's independent that can give you different types of music, and you can hear them at the lounges. You know, you got your stadium artists and you have your lounge, you know, all these different levels of the industry, and it always worked well. But now it seems because of the streaming, it changed the game a little bit. So they can't just sell their CDs at the shows. It's not as efficient because people are not buying CDs or vinyl. So now they put their streaming up. So when you should sell a CD, you can sell it for $5, $10, $12, depending on what it was. But now, since it's streaming, you can clearly sell a whole bunch of streams, but not make money considering what your situation is. So it's very interesting because if you major, you can do a lot of streams, but you got so many people on your contract that your money's funny. And if you're independent, you might not have so many people on your team to chop at your dollar, but you might not get as many streams because you don't have that major push behind. It's not everywhere. So people can't listen to what they don't know about. So, because the whole thing of radio programming and marketing is to program the mind to listen to stuff. So it's just crazy with the back and forth, trying to figure out how to be successful when you're an independent artist. So I feel sorry for them. I really do. And I know a lot of times they're getting caught up in scams. People are lying to them saying, if you just do this, if you just do this. So the best thing would really start your business, build it up, sign yourself as an artist, do all your paperwork. Because I know some people say, what's the point of even doing all that? Well, you never know. Maybe a major artist or someone else will sample your music in the future. It'll end up in a movie and maybe you'll get your money. It's good to have your paperwork done in any business. I don't care what you do. Do the paperwork, But thanks for checking out the Common Sense Philosophy channel. Like and subscribe on your way out. Also, check out these clips, hear the perspectives, and then, put your perspective down in the comments. Your voice is important too, so people can hear what you think, and you might help somebody when they watch this video. So, like I said, thanks for your time, and I'll be talking to you guys some more soon. All right? Yep.
We got to brainstorm. We got to network. We got to communicate.
On the music side, we hear a lot now about owning your masters, owning your publishing and all that. Who educated you on the importance of masters publishing? Because I feel like there's not a lot of mentorship, which is why a lot of artists.
It's not. And as an artist, and not to cut you off, but that's something I had to learn myself. And the sad part about it is, a lot of times as being a young artist, I used to make songs dissing, CEOs or anybody I was doing business with, when a lot of times they wasn't even in position or they weren't even owning their masters. So it's something that you actually gotta, woo, 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 woo. And so, the first situation I was in was X amount of records. And of course, as I'm delivering my albums, I'm learning. I'm asking more questions. Okay. The bigger I got as an artist, the better attorneys I got.
But I'm out of the music industry because ain't no money in the music industry. And I know people might get mad and trip, but I'm just saying, y'all know it's a lot of things that we used to do. It ain't no money, and you know it done tapped out. They trying to figure out how to make money off of streams. When Snoop put a post up, said, man, I sold 1 billion streams. I only made this little money. Where the millions at? We knew where our money from because we had tangible goods. And that's why I got into the product game. We could actually have tangible goods. I told people all the time, product outweighs talent. Product gonna be around when we not here. Michael Jordan is still successful because of the shoes, not because him shooting balls into the hoop.
Music credit, you just gotta think like sometimes, why am I with ASCAP? Why am I with BMI? Why am I with Song Trust? Why am I with TuneCore Publishing? Why am I with DistroKid and United Masters? And why do I have to copyright my song? Bro, your product is literally an MP3. It's a WAV file. It's a stem files. It's a voice note in your phone. It's literally property. You could do whatever you want to do with it. But yet the music industry makes you go through all of these hoops just to try to get your song so perfect and so packaged up and protected and all of this nonsense just before you can make a fraction of a penny off of it. And then you have to put all of your marketing behind it just to get this much. When it's just a digital file. You don't have to sell it for $1 if you don't want to. You can sell it for $1,000. You can sell it for $500 if you want to. You can sell it for $17. And that's what the game doesn't teach you. That it's your property from the beginning and you don't have to do nothing. Because, bro, why are you so worried? Why are you so afraid of selling it your way? You're afraid somebody's going to put it through the system? You're afraid somebody's going to pay whatever it costs to copyright it? Or somebody's going to collect the $13 that you were collecting every month from your song? You're afraid of that?
About it, I'm not dropping a song a week. I'm not doing that shit. And hear me out, right? Because the more I hear people say, oh yeah, you know, hold on. The more times I hear people say, the more I hear people say, oh, you know, you got to flood the market. You got to make sure people see you. You got to get people's attention. Drop a song every week. Drop a song. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, word. That makes sense. But then you think about the algorithm. You think about social media. Which algorithm supports you promoting your song, a new song every week, right? There's people who got songs that they've been promoting since last year that every time they press post on a post on something that's related to them and their music, TikTok goes, oh no, hell no. What? You talking about your music? You know what I'm saying? Instagram, you invisible. You start talking about your music on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So one of the reasons why I don't follow the whole idea of a song a week, yes, I believe you should flood the market. I definitely believe that artists should put out as much music, put out a lot of music for the sake of getting the attention of new fans, new eyes, new ears on your music. But once you have the new eyes, once you gain new eyes, you should try to be up in quality, not quantity.
You can come to my studio tomorrow, record 5 songs, and we can release it the next day. Tomorrow, let's record 5 songs and we can release them the next day.
Right.
And by the way, bad, good, or whatever, they're on the same app and same streaming services as the biggest artists in the world. You, are, my friend, are now competing with Beyonce for the same slots.
Because you're going to listen to me or Beyonce in this 5 minutes that you're listening to music.
And now with all the things, you got streaming, you got Twitch, you got all these things, and now people have so many distractions. Back then, you would go to the store, you would spend $17.99, $18.99. You bought a CD, you spent money, you got a physical product, and you went back home, you pulled off the plastic, and you was like, I have to listen to it. Now you're like, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it, and now music is background music. That's why what people don't realize when you're making music, it's more, you're selling more than you ever sold before, and people don't realize that. Everybody in the music business, I always say, you know what y'all don't realize? Y'all don't realize y'all at work.
What do you mean?
People in the music business, oh man, we could smoke weed, we could drink liquor, there's girls in the studio. It's just like, yo, we get around to it, we'll do whatever. Hey, I made a song today, I like it, it's cool. Ha ha. You forgot this was your job. I feel you. You don't realize that this is how you pay your bills. This is how you going to put your kid through college. This is how you going to take care of your mama. This is how you going to get your mama out the hood. See, sports players do. They get up at 4 or 5 a.m. and they go and they work out and they shoot and they do this. Yeah. See, most writers, producers, they don't realize that. They're like, hey, man, dim the lights. I need the vibe. Hey, bro, I need some weed. I need the vibe. And I'm like, bro, you at work. You need to keep your job.
Right. Come on, T-Rock.
Because all you gonna do is have a half a hit, somewhat of a hit, 5-10 years later. Guess what you gonna be telling me? Oh man, you know, music ain't for me, bro. I'm doing real estate. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Bro, I don't mean no disrespect, but when I hear people tell me that, that's just a sign of we didn't make it.
Or blame it on gatekeeping. Or
oh
the
yeah.
industry,
Oh man, somebody didn't do that. You forgot you was at work.